Okay, so we're here again in my home garden in the District of Columbia, and we're going to be direct seeding some early Mizuna. And I'm just going to demonstrate this. This will be a little bit different than the bok choy direct seeding, because this is going to be for a baby cut, or like a cut and come again style harvest. We're going to just have them all growing really close together in a straight line, and we're going to come with our knife our knife, pardon me, when we're ready to harvest, and we're just going to clear cut all of them right above their youngest leaf, and hopefully they'll regrow. So I'll show you what that looks like for planting this. This is early Mizuna. It's a type of mustard greens, so it's about 37 days to maturity. Got about 1,000 seeds in here. I really enjoy Mizuna. Sowing depth, 1/4 inch. It says final plant spacing 8 to 18 inches, but I'm very sure that we don't need to space these because I want them really small but all close together in a line, so that way I get the most out of my small space that I've got here. So first step is I'm going to open up. I've got my fancy trowel here, and I'm just going to make a small indentation about 1/4 inch through here. Now you're really not, it's hard to kind of estimate what 1/4 inch is. It's helpful with this because you can kind of tell like how deep it's going. It kind of seems like it's a little bit more than 1/4 inch, but I'm just sort of building up a mound here, so it's a little bit deceiving, but you kind of just got to have a feel for it. We don't want to go too deep. We also don't want to bury them too shallow either, so if anything disturbs them, they don't get dislodged or moved too shallow or totally, moved off course. So got a nice little indentation here. It's fairly straight, and I'm just going to put some seeds in my hand. I'm going to put quite a few. That looks like enough to me, and I'm just going to sort of gently sprinkle them. I'm not going to be dropping them in clumps in different places. I'm just going to be sort of sprinkling them, trying to get them evenly spread throughout here. It's okay if they're close together. It's okay if the seeds are touching each other, but I'm aiming to make it a little bit more sparse than dense. I'm trying to put less seeds down rather than more seeds down. I still don't want to have like any large gaps, greater than 1 inch, because that's a space that a plant can go. So here we go. I'm going to start with this, and I'm sort of just pushing my fingers back and forth to get some seeds to come right out of them. I hope you can see what's going on. So I'm aiming for the center of that furrow. Excellent. All right, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'm sure on the camera it's even harder, but you can tell that there's some seeds. Here's a red one there, all throughout here in a nice line. Doesn't look like there's any huge gaps, although it still is hard to tell, but I could see as I was dropping them that I was dropping them nice and close together, not too close. So I'm just going to go back and bury them now. So I'm just going to sort of gently from either side, trying to get that mound that I created to go right back over the trench that I made. And what I'm going to come back and do is just gently press on the top to make sure there's good seed to soil contact there, just to make sure that the seed knows it's in the dirt, and that the outer seed casing is going to start to break down, and the embryo will come out. So there we go. We've direct seeded a nice line of Mizuna.